Morning folks, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. Apologies for the slightly late start, just waiting on a last minute paperwork to get sorted and we're now ready to get underway. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your auctioneer in charge of proceedings here this morning. Before we do kick into the more formal part of today's proceedings, I do just want to take a brief moment to remind you lovely people that we need to ensure that you've scanned in on the way in, or if you don't have the COVID tracker app, that you have met with one of our team out the front who are taking a manual register as well. We still need to be really careful. We're lucky that we have the freedom of lifestyle and movement here in Christchurch and generally speaking across New Zealand. We want to keep it that way. So if you could just make sure that you scan in, that you sanitize your hands on the way in and on the way out as well. If you become unwell in the next 14 days, please do let the agent that you're working with know, or in fact one of the Harcourts Gold management team here know, just so that we can follow due process accordingly from there. That would be hugely appreciated. Now I'd like to acknowledge our sellers and thank them for their ease of access, for their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice and agency out there. We do appreciate that there is choice in the marketplace, and we thank and acknowledge them for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now very shortly I'll introduce you to some of the team here at Harcourts Gold who are here to support and guide you through this morning. Before I do that, just to let you know, today is in fact our first official Thursday auction, getting back into things for the year 2021, but it's not the first auctions we've had here this year. We have had a number of brought forward auctions already, some successful campaigns already brought forward. Firstly, number 14 Redfern Street last week, marketed by Mary Turnbull, selling for very successfully at $920,000. Yesterday afternoon we had two more brought forward auctions. Firstly, number 15 Berkshire Drive, marketed by Lou Ding and Michelle Fu, selling very well at $840,000. And finally, Chantel and Bev Johnson, the marketing gurus there, marketing number 7 Elm Tree Close and selling once more at $760,000. So very good activity out there in the marketplace already as we kick in to 2021. Now, as I mentioned before, I will take some time to introduce you to some of the friendly faces around the room. Business owner Lynette McFadden, I've seen her in and out of the room. She's just out again, but you'll see Lynette, she's always a busybody. Business owner here at Harcourts Gold. To my left, Mr. Chris Kennedy, fellow auctioneer and Harcourts Gold business owner here within the team. They're here to help and guide you. Anna McKenzie on my right, over the far side of the room, one of our managers here in the Papanui office. To her right, alongside her is Nicola Craig from our Parklands and New Brighton office. And Jane Meyer to my left here alongside Chris, another of our managers here working across our Papanui offices. In the far corner, Doug Soper, our client liaison officer, working right across our Harcourts Gold offices. Joined as well by Mr. Mark Thompson from Mortgage Express. Mark, wonderful to have you here in the room as well. Mr. Mark Thompson working in our Mortgage Express team. If you've got any last minute questions or perhaps need some guidance if you're doing your homework and research out there in the marketplace, understanding where you stand in terms of your financial position, Mr. Mark Thompson will certainly be the man to have a chat to. Now alongside me I've got Rebecca Johansson. Rebecca will be scribing the bids that we receive here this morning, just keeping me on my toes, ensuring that we're staying nice and accurate with the bids. And then I'm also joined by Alana Davey and Nicole Cracknell. They're driving our technology here this morning. So the presentation that you see up on the TV screen, you'll be able to keep an eye on the bids there as well. You'll see the PowerPoint and the slides up there as well as we move through this morning. They also beam out to the World Wide Web through our website and via YouTube. So to anyone joining us here this morning, keeping their finger on the pulse in the marketplace, a very warm welcome to you as well. Now, I know the wonderful team here at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all of the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you, including the LIM, the title, and of course the contract from which we work from. That's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand as well as the Auckland District Law Society. Now, there are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. I'm going to take you through some of those now. Firstly, it should come as no surprise to you lovely people that our owners have set reserve prices. Now, we won't be disclosing that to you. Basically, it's your job as the bidders to get the bidding up and over that level. Assuming we can work together and do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, shall be the purchaser. Now, as the auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which the bid's increased. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interests of my owners, and if a dispute arises, if there is any argy-bargy with the bidding, well, I'll be sure to sort that out as well. More than likely, we just simply revert to the last undisputed bid, and then we'll recommence the bidding sequence moving forward from there. Now, in the unlikely event, or hopefully unlikely event, of you lovely people not bidding, in the absence of your bidding participation, as the auctioneer, I have the right to place bids on behalf of my owner. This is known as vendor bidding. Now, it's not my preference to place those bids, but should I choose to do so, or should I need to do so, you can be rest assured of two things. Firstly, those vendor bids will be under our reserve prices. Secondly, I will communicate them exceedingly clearly to you. I'll use language such as the bid is with me or vendor bid. So you'll be under no illusions as to where that bid is coming from. Best course of action for you folks is to simply bid with confidence over and above those vendor bids. Now, at the conclusion of the auction, which is nominated by the hammer coming down to the rostrum in a fashion such as this, should it fall in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before commencing any celebrations, there are some simple undertakings which you must complete. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you will arrange to make a payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. Thirdly and finally, you will complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement here today. Very simple, concise, very transparent is our auction room. Of course, any bidding that we receive today, it is of course on a cash and unconditional basis. Well, let's move forward to the first of two properties and offerings today. We have made a very late switch with our run order, so we are going to be starting with number 132 Rocking Horse Road in South Shore. We will very shortly after that move on to number 62 Oram Avenue in New Brighton. As I said, we'll start with 132 Rocking Horse Road, and I welcome in a busy morning for Andrew Swift and Milena Bartlett. They've been looking after you, the interested parties out there in the marketplace, and of course representing our lovely owners across, in fact, both properties here this morning. Rocking Horse Road, it's more formally described by the legal fraternity as being an estate and freehold, some 764 square metres of that freehold land. That's made up of Lot 1 on Deposited Plan 28790, which is outlined and detailed in the certificate of title that Andrew, Milena and the team have made available to each and every one of you. Settlement date, well, it's an easy date for me to remember. It's my birthday. It's Friday the 12th of February 2021. So that's the day that your day gets a little bit better than it already is. I see everyone's jotting that down on their calendars. That's good. Thank you, Chris. I look forward to the box of chockies and the champagne and everything else, no doubt. I don't get any presents at home, so anything you can give me, Chris, would be hugely appreciated. Further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement being clauses 22 through to 26. They remain as circulated. I remind you, most importantly, being clause 25, stating that the property is certainly offered on an as-is, where-is basis, and accordingly so the list of chattels there outlined in Schedule 2, once more, very much so on an as-is, where-is basis. Well, let's go and take a look then one last time at 132 Rocking Horse Road. South Shore, the location, the suburb, the area that is South Shore, it's one of those areas that is so tightly held. Those that live there absolutely love it. It's very rare that we see people leave the location just being tucked away down the end there of the South Shore. People love that community, love the location there. It's one of those suburbs and locations that defies that traditional 7-year itch. People stay there for long periods of time. Here's a wonderful opportunity for you to either get into that marketplace, get into that location, perhaps move into it, or if you're already there, this is a wonderful project. Perhaps you're looking to add to your rental portfolio. This would be an absolute cracker to do that. It is, as I mentioned before, sold very much on an as-is, where-is basis. It's obvious to see the effects of some deferred maintenance there and the impacts of the quake. That is there for everyone to see. However, if you look a little bit deeper, the upside and the opportunity is of well and truly there to see as well. The 1970s construction, that block and timber single level home, there are 4 bedrooms there, so if you have a family or are planning to have a family, perhaps this would be a good one for you to have a look at. Out the back is that studio space above the double garage as well. And I wandered up there on the weekend, and the views that greet you from that studio space were absolutely magnificent. Looking across towards the Port Hills, across towards Redcliffs, but then across the estuary, across the city, and furthermore right out to the Southern Alps, you were able to take all of that in. So for anyone that's looking to set up perhaps a home business, an artist, something like that, that studio space above the garage could be an absolutely wonderful place to do that. 764 square metre section here, those mature gardens, so you get them thrown in. That could be part of your blank canvas if perhaps detonation is your choice here, but I think this home has wonderful bones and wonderful opportunity here. Folks, 132 Rocking Horse Road, we just need to see where we see it in the marketplace. My instructions are to open up the bidding, placing a vendor bid on behalf of my owners at $120,000. $120,000 on a vendor bid with me. Is there 130 anywhere in the room to kick us off? 130 here, without hesitation, and why wouldn't you at that level, sir? Good luck at 130,000. Run away, I chase down 140 to go. 140 here, there we go, at 140, and sir, I turn back to you for 150 at 150,000 and 60 without hesitation here. 70 with you, and would it be 80, sir, can I say on the nod? Thank you. At 180 and 90 now. 200 beckons, what do you reckon? Absolutely at $200,000 here, and 210. 220 for you. 220 here, bidding on top of himself, and 50 here, jumps to the bidding at 250. Welcome into you, sir. Nicely done at 250. First chance. 260, nicely done, and 70 now, 80, 90, 300, even better, sir, sorry to disrespect you, at 300,000, 310, 310 here, 330, first chance here at 310, twice at 310, 320 here, welcome into you as well, sir, so four faces in the race, at 325, cuts me in half, 330 at the back. I got 330 here first, and sir, 335. Thank you. 40 now. Your turn next. Okay, here at 45 at 3, 4, and 5, and 350 now. And 55. First chance at 3, 5, and 5 for Rocking Horse Road. Where do we go from here? You tell me. Can't pick the pattern. But at 355,000, I've got the bid here. First chance at 3, 5, and 5.
356.
356, okay. 357, you've started something here. At 357, it's here. First chance at 357. Is it 8 or here? At 357 at the back of the room. Down the back here. Just to here at 357. At 3, 5, and 7. Heard it, didn't see it. 8 here. Back with you, sir. And 360. There we go. And 1. 361 and 2 and 5 on top, sir, at 367 or just 365? 65 to stay alive, and 66 here. Quickly click at 67 at 367. First at 367. These ones aren't working. I suggest 380 might be the next bid to go.
370.
Okay, 370 and 1
and 2
and 2. 3. 4. Round it out to what? 400? 5. Very good at 375. And 76. Nicely done, sir. Your turn. 380. There we go.
381.
And 81. Haven't forgotten about you down the back. Or down here at 381,000, however. First at 381. Twice now. Keep going, this is fun. At $381,000. Third chance at 82.
3.
And 3. And 5 here.
6.
And 6 at 386. $386,000 here for Rocking Horse Road, South Shore. First chance at 386. Sir, 400 might be the strategy. Just jump it straight to 400.
390.
390, okay. Not quite as good, but good bid at 391. Hard to shake off the competition, sir. It's a good hope.
He forgot he has to do it up.
You don't have to do it up if you don't want to. At $391,000. First here at $391,000. It's against you at 95. At 3 and 6. 4, Nicola. We're on the market. Okay, there you go. Change of instructions, folks. We play for the keys now. New name goes on the title at $396,000. I have the bid here, down the middle. First call. And I sell. Hammers up.
7.
397
8.
and 8.
9.
9.
400.
400. There we go. We got there in the end at $400,000. Got to get to those psychological barriers first. And the one on the top at 401. And 2 here at 402.
5.
And 5 at 407.
405.
405 and 406. Now 407. And 7. There we go. At 407,000. Make no mistake, we sell. $407,000.
410.
410. There we go. 3 on top. 11. There we go. Legs 11 at 411. I sell away at 411. What do we say? First chance.
412.
12. There we go.
415.
And 15 now.
15.
16. Your turn next, sir. 17. I go around again. 18.
Oh, it's the ladies do.
No, I'm going this way. Always the gentleman, sir. I love it. But I make it your turn next.
So curious.
But at 417, I love such a courteous room. We're at 417,000 here with the gentleman seated, and I'm selling it to him at this point. 18. 20. You just jumped in there. $420,000 here. Once. And I sell. $420,000.
1.
21.
2.
2.
Alright.
5. 425 and 6. $426,000 here. And I sell.
7.
And 7. Wonderful opportunity here at 427,000.
8.
And 8.
9.
9.
430.
430. $430,000 here and I sell. Once. Sir, you've gone quiet. Don't leave me now. Just getting to know you. Twice now at 400 and... Welcome back, sir.
435.
And 4, 3 and 5. I'll welcome you back in again if you like. But at 435,000 I sell here at the back. It's against you and here and here. At 4, 3 and 5. Once. Quickly now. Twice. Penultimate chance. Third and final time at 406.
7.
7. 437. Be encouraged by this interest, folks. Got to fight for good property and opportunity like this. $437,000 I have. Whose name goes on the title?
440.
440. Love it.
Good answer.
Great answer. At 440, sir, at this point in time it will,
441.
but not anymore. At 44 and 1.
444.
444, all the 4s and a few zeros after that. $444,000. As I said before, can't pick the pattern. But at 444, I know one thing's for sure, we sell away. Once.
5.
100.
445.
445. 445. With you at 4, 4 and 5. That you'll consider your next move. First chance here at 445,000 I should say. Twice now. At 445. Third chance. Do I sell? At 445. It goes. It's at the back of the room here.
More than I was hoping, but yeah, okay, 446.
446 and 7 without hesitation. At 447.
448.
448
450.
and 50. Nicely done at 450.
No, I think that's
Jeez, such a polite room this morning. At $450,000. So you told me before you were going to buy it.
well, the ladies in charge.
They often are, aren't they? At 450,000, yeah, that's right. At 450,000, the bid's here. In all seriousness, I do sell away. First chance at 4, 5 and 0. 132 Rocking Horse Road. What are we doing? Are we all done, sir?
Oh, I think, yeah.
Often they stop on those round figures. Often they stop on those round figures, sir. Why not test that?
I'll keep going then, sir.
Okay, you have a go, sir. 460?
Maybe I'll keep going.
451. There we go. At $451,000. Straight to 460 is my suggestion, but I know very little. Okay, there you go. 452 and 3. Here we go again at 453
5.
and 5 and 6. 456. There we go. At $456,000 here. I did suggest 460 before. Okay, 457.
60.
There we go. At 460. $460,000. Nicely done.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't got another one like it this morning. First chance at 460 here. Twice the money. at $460,000. Telephone bidder coming through perhaps. Third chance at $460,000 with the...
500?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take 500 from you at 460 and change. At 460,000, $500.
And another 500.
And another 500. Here we go at 461. 461 here. Can I suggest 465?
462.
462. Very well.
And 500.
And 500. 462 and change.
463.
At 463.
And 500.
And 500. Your turn next. Sir, I welcome you back in at any stage as well, if you like.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can change your mind as many times as you like in auction. That's the good thing about it. At $463,500. Once.
464.
464
500.
and 5. Not sure if
465.
465. Not sure if these 500s are working. Who takes it to 470? Riddle the cage a bit. 465 here. I sell. Once, twice.
I think I've got it.
You said that before, sir.
I said,
No prizes for second. Third and final chance at 465,000. What are we doing? All done? You sure? Permission to sell here? Won't accept the late bid at 465,000. Happy to announce 132 Rocking Horse Road. It goes. It goes. It is sold here. Well done. Well bid. Appreciate the banter in the auction room. Appreciate the spirit of bidding. Commiserations to the underbidders and congratulations to our new owner. We'll take a brief pause and recess. We'll be back very, very shortly. Folks, a wonderful start here this morning to our program. let's just continue that, I think, for our second auction, if we may. I move forward to number 62, Orham Avenue in New Brighton. Once more, Milena Bartlett and Andrew Swift at the back of the room. A busy morning for you lovely people. You've been looking after our lovely owners here in Orham Avenue at number 62. I take you through the auction contract, which you will have seen over the last few weeks. More formally described as number 62 as being an estate in freehold, 591 precise square metres of that freehold land. That's made up of part lot 2 and lot 12 on deposited plan 7697 and 877, which is detailed and outlined in that certificate of title that Milena and Andrew and the team have made available to you. The settlement date is set down for Thursday the 18th of February of this year, so not too long before you get the opportunity to move in here and start enjoying your life here at number 62. The list of chattels, they remain as circulated. I note the HRV system there is a nice touch, and those further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 24 inclusive. And I remind you lovely people, for any late arrivals, any bidding we receive here today, it is on a cash and unconditional basis, and we require a mere 10% at the fall of the hammer. Well, 62 Orham Ave. They say that a diamond with a flaw is better than a pebble without one, and I would suggest that number 62 Orham Ave may very well be your diamond gem. This is located a hop, skip and a jump away from Brighton, away from the pier, away from the beach, so if you love a morning run, you can get down to the beach, or perhaps it's a swim or a surf in the morning. Well, that's just so easy here. You've got all of that on your back doorstep. Yes, the house itself, it's very original in its condition. This is a 1900s character home. You see the opportunity here, you see the upside, you see the potential to add value and move in. The paint scheme, it's varied from room to room, but the space and the opportunity, that cannot be debated, no doubt about that. Whether it's a doer-upper for you, or if you see grander plans for this one, the choice here is yours. We just need to see whose name will go on the title. Who begins the debate for ownership first? What do we say, folks? I'm in your hands.
340.
340. Caleb Griffin working with the buyer there at $340,000. Nicely done. About where I was going to suggest as well, at $340,000. Do we move in 20s from here on the rise at $340,000? Who goes next? At 340. There's your competition, not me. First chance at $340,000 here for number 62. Twice the money at 340. Third and final time at $340,000. Well, Caleb, I'm going to advance the bidding on behalf of my owners through to 360 on a vendor bid. Make that really clear at 360,000. Bidders with me on behalf of my owners at 360. Clearly not selling at these low and comfortable levels. I turn to you, Caleb, for 380. On the nod at 380, without hesitation as well, I might add, at $380,000. First chance then at $380,000. Any interest in this home? Now's the time to put your hand in the air. It's really as simple as that. At 380, is there $400,000 anywhere to get your nose in front for the first opportunity to buy? First, at 380 here. Twice the money at $380,000. Third and final time at 380. Well, Caleb, if I don't see any further bidding, I might just take a pause and we'll have some discussions and an opportunity for you very, very shortly. Any interest in the room? Otherwise, I simply pause here with Caleb's buy at 380. Not for sale at these low prices. That won't surprise any of the educated in the room. At 380,000, all done, all silent. Very good. Well, Caleb, we'll take a pause. We'll be back with an opportunity very soon at 380,000. Pausing now at 380. Folks, thank you very much for your patience. We took a pause a little while ago at number 62 Orem Avenue in New Brighton. We paused on a bid at $380,000. Caleb Griffin working with a lovely buyer in the front of the room. We've had some discussions with our highest bidder and also with our owners. We have had a very gracious increase in the bid through to $390,000. I'll just get you to confirm that at $390,000. Thank you. Now at that level, folks, I don't have instructions from my owner. We are not on the market. We are not selling at $390,000. So what I will do is give the room one last chance to place any bids over and above that $390,000. Perhaps 400 beckons somewhere in the room. Otherwise, I simply pass the property in at $390,000 and we open it up to the wider marketplace, unconditional and conditional buyers alike. So first chance then at 390. Is there 395 or perhaps 400,000 anywhere? Twice the money at 390 and I pass. Third final chance, all done, all silent, or Andrew, Milena, I simply pass the property back into your very capable hands at 390,000. For anyone with conditional interest in the property north of that level, do make yourself known to Andrew and Milena, or in fact the agent that you're working with. I'm sure that they will be very, very happy to help you out. Folks, that wraps up proceedings here this morning at the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. A wonderful morning across the board, it must be said. We look forward to seeing you again next Thursday, where things are just getting busier and busier. A number of wonderful properties coming to the market for your spirited bidding and buying. Folks, enjoy the rest of your day.